This is Xpress Radio.
Yo, DJ, pump this party!
New term. Why not try something new? Start your journey with Cardiff Societies with Xpress Radio and CUTV.
Society Insights.
Society Insights.
Freshers 2020 with Xpress Radio.
Society Insights. Hello and welcome back to Society Insights with me, Angus Mitchell, your virtual Freshers Fair. And today I'm joined by Alice, the president of Live Music Society. How are you, Alice? You alright?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. It's great to see you again. We're here to talk about the amazing society that is Live Music Society. For the listeners and viewers, do you want to explain a bit what that is?
So, Live Music Society is a society for music lovers, both players and appreciators. We have lots of people who love gigging, lots of people like going to gigs. We have lots of people who come to us and it's their very first open mic. And we have people who have genuinely, done some music with some incredible bands and other artists. So we've got a big range, but yeah, it's just a good place if you like live music.
So you were saying there that it is a real wide variety of kind of standard. Would you say, how does it work then if I have never done anything before? Do I just come to you guys and you facilitate it, or do I have to come with an act? Or how does that work?
Basically, usually what we do is we have an open mic every Tuesday at Gassie's. And everyone's welcome to come along, and the more the merrier. If you want to come up and you want to perform something, great. If you're a singer and don't really have an instrument and you'd like someone to sort of play along with you, if we know the song, we can do that as well. Last year we had a full, I think it's a 5-piece band form just through our open mics because they were playing so regularly together. Someone would be like, oh, come on, hop on drums and hop on bass, and next thing you've got this full 5-piece band who've just released their first single on Spotify.
You were mentioning there that people obviously chip in and on the night at Gassie's. And is that quite common that people will just go and then actually think, you know what, I will get involved? Or is it better to come kind of prepared with something that you want to play?
I suppose if you're intrigued about playing, then it's good to come along with something in mind. But at the same time, if you just want to test the waters, see what it's like first, and then be like, okay, next week I want to get involved. Yeah. Or some people just actually really like coming along every week. And you almost forget that they can play, and then like after a month they're just like, can I play something this evening? And I'm like, yes, come on. We've had people who arrived at the beginning of the evening and being like, I'm just here to watch, just want to see what it's like. And we're like, yeah, that's fine. And then like near the end they're like, can you squeeze me in? I only want to do one. And we're like, yes, of course, we'll find time. That's the thing, is like usually we do get quite fully booked on a Tuesday. We put our little board up and people sign up. But if someone just wants, they're just like, can you squeeze me in? I'm like, yeah.
And with that board that you mentioned, we might as well talk about how it is organised. Is this something that on the night, do you come at a particular time and sign up for? Is it online that you sign up? How does that work?
Normally, it's, we're usually there from about 7 with music. Depending on how busy we are, we usually start either at 7:30 or 8. But from 7 o'clock, 7:15, we'll have the board up round. Usually we got these big tables near the bar. So if you go into Gassie's at the far end, got a load of tables out and the board will be around there and people just pick a time. The best part of open mics is for musicians, it's a practice game. Like the sports guys meet every Wednesday, play a few games, so then they're ready for a match. And I suppose that's a bit what like an open mic is like. If you've got ideas you want to play with, if you've got a new song you want to try out, if you've written something for the first time and you want to do it to an audience, then an open mic is literally a group of like-minded people who are going to sit and pat you on the back whether you completely screw it up or whether you are absolutely incredible. And then also they're willing to be like, actually, have you thought about doing it this way? Or do you want me to give you a hand recording that? Or, actually, I think you'd really suit this gig that I'm doing soon. Do you want to get involved? And so it's an introductory space to try things out. So if you do want to take it further, you've got that sort of base groundwork that you've already done, and that is the purpose of an open mic.
Yeah, I think that analogy of kind of with sports teams practicing and then so they're ready for the games, that's a great way of pointing out what you guys are all about, that kind of offering that safe space almost, because it can be quite daunting doing, when you think of being a rock star and like live gigs in front of people with anything, whether it's stand-up comedy or just anything, in talking in front of people is a bit of a nightmare for a lot of people. Speaking about Gassies, because we're kind of talking about Gassies because we're in third year and we've been around the block a bit. For those first year students or even second, third years that might not know where Gassies is, do you want to explain a bit about the venue?
So Gassies, formerly known as Gassy Jacks, is in the middle of Cathay. So if you go sort of behind the SU and then the road behind that, it's along there. So if you're walking from like the Woodville and Liddell and just sort of like turn right and head that way, it's probably the best way to describe it. It's on Salisbury Road, I think it is, but Gassies, it's one of the student pubs.
And obviously the elephant in the room, COVID. I don't know if we're ready to go on to it yet, because there's been such a lovely chat speaking about all the positives about your guys' society. I think we might have to bring it up because people listening and watching will probably, that would love to come, are interested what's the plan? Is there anything? Or?
So we are continuing to do something every Tuesday. However, the dreaded word, online.
Never good.
And which absolutely breaks my heart. It genuinely does. We are doing currently monthly events. Depending on how well it goes, we might make them fortnightly through our Facebook page. So each month we've got two things going on. First of all, we've got our new LMS magazine. So people can, members can write an article on anything music-y. So Evan and Tavia, two of our committee members who are running the magazine, both did an article for this month, and Evan did it on a song that he used to listen to when he was younger and sort of music from growing up. And then Tavia wrote about having writer's block, and bless her, the day before she was going to post the article, she's going to say, this is going to sound really ironic, but I've got writer's block.
For people wanting to access this magazine, is it all online? Is it on the Facebook?
It's on Facebook, it's also on our Instagram. And the details on how to get involved with that are also it's on one of the sort of pictures along with the magazine, so it tells you how to get involved with that. And the second thing we're doing is our monthly covers reel challenge. So we're going to set a song every month. People can cover it in whatever way they want to do it and send either a video or a sound recording of it, and then we put it together in a sort of playlist at the end of the month and show it off so everyone can hear everyone's different interpretation of that song. And this month's is Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. That's
such a great idea. And if for people wanting to maybe listen to this, is it again on the Facebook page?
It should be on Facebook. We'll have a sort of a snippet video, 'cause it depends how many we have, so people can sort of get a glimpse of everything, and then we'll put together something so all the videos are available to listen to properly.
We're speaking about your Facebook page loads. For those listening and watching that want to find you guys, is it just as simple as Live Music Society Cardiff?
Yeah, or LMS Cardiff is another one that we usually use.
Do you guys yourselves have costs?
So it's £5 for the year. Usually that £5 would get you some discounts at Gassies when we do our open mic. Discounts to events and gigs we put on throughout the year. We're having a prolong to give it a go sort of thing.
Yeah.
But eventually taking part in things like the covers and the magazine might end up becoming a sort of a members thing. Hopefully after Christmas we can use all the money that we've raised and put on some massive gig somewhere.
£5 isn't a lot, and it sounds like these initiatives that you guys are doing anyway with the online aspects, your weekly quizzes and whatnot, your Cards Against Humanities, and your music covers, it's not like £5 for nothing, you know? If I was wanting to join Live Music Society, do you have 3 reasons why I should join?
First of all, we're an absolutely amazing society. Point 1, leave it there. 2, we genuinely welcome anybody. So even if you just like sitting, having a pint, having a bit of a chat with your friends, having some nice music on in the background, you're welcome. If you are using, as I said, our open mic as a sort of a safe space to try your own stuff and develop, we're the one for you. And if you're somewhere in the middle of all of that, where you just want to come and have a bit of a sing-song, you know, meet some like-minded people, again, we're the ones for you. third reason, I would say, we're just lovely people. Like, genuinely, some of my best friends I've made at uni are from Live Music Society. When you come to the first open mic sort of shy, a bit sort of like, hi, my name's Alice, how are you? And then by the end of it, with even like your first open mic, you're suddenly a part of this family.
Well, Alice, that has to be maybe the most wholesome 3 reasons ever to join any society, well, at least that I've heard so far. You had, we're amazing, full stop. That was number 1, okay? We had number 2, welcoming. Anyone can join you guys. And number 3, family. It's the ultimate icebreaker. You get to meet lovely, like-minded people. I think that's a great way to sum up this episode as well. It's been so great to see you again, Alice, the president of Live Music Society. I've been Angus Mitchell, and this has been Society Insights.